Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to Armstrongs Army. If you're not caught up with the series, go check out the playlist, get yourself caught up, and then of course welcome back to today's episode. And boys, look at this team. I'm so happy that the squad is getting to this level and to this part now of the game. There are some difficulties that we're going to slowly come into and some things that I'm trying to work out, but you can see now 9 of our starting 11 are now some form of evolution card, and I'm absolutely here for it. Eze made his way into the team with the win in the last episode, which means we did get to move a player from the bench to the starting 11, and that player I've gone with is Eze. You can see the formation has changed a little bit here, but it's the same formation in-game. So it's still Field and Dazel at DMs, and then it's Aurora and Willock on the wide wings, and then Eze is going to play central cam with Armstrong up front by himself. So just to kind of touch on a few things that have happened off screen and off the series and stuff. Did some of this on stream, just not in video. Dazel, obviously, we did finish off his upgrade, so he is now 75 rated. That cost me 75,000 coins to achieve, but we achieved it, and that's what matters. I've gone with a shadow on him as well, because we were owed a couple of chem styles from like specific episodes and things, so kind of forgot to put those on, but I've done them now. So Dazel now with a shadow ends up looking like a pretty decent CDM. Obviously nice and quick. I think he ends up having like 77 defending, which is quite nice too. High stamina, strength's a tad low, but it's not the end of the world. Also, that agility and balance is absolutely filthy. We've also finished the upgrade on Powell, so we now have another 75 rated to another gold rated card now in Kenneth Powell. And again, decent looking stats. I think he kind of could do with a shadow, and I think at the end of today's episode, providing he doesn't have a bad episode and also we get ourselves a win, we can go ahead and add a shadow to Kenneth Powell. Aussie Kakai, we have started. This is his second stage. So I now need to, I think it's win 3 Evo Lounge games and then win 2 squad battle games by 2 or more goals. So today we're going to be jumping in Evo Lounge to see if we can get some wins in the Evo Lounge and start Aussie Kakai's card going up as well. And you'll notice we've also committed to Chris Willock for the Centurion Evo. So he is going to be getting himself a very healthy boost. His card looks fantastic once it's boosted. And I've gone with the Catalyst. Just gets his pace nice and high. I think his pace goes to 88 once he's fully evolved. So he'll be at like a 96 pace card, which is beautiful to see as a wide cam. And I just thought I'd boost his passing because I've mentioned time and time again the passing is a big part of the issues using these cards because they're low rated and their passing is not great. So my thought process was get his passing up as a wide cam, get that ball into Armstrong, and he'll bag some goals. But you'll see Armstrong's gone back to the Evo 1 stage, and that is because he is going to be getting upgraded with the new Striker Evo. So I think he's going to get a plus 11 and end up being 74 rated. I think he'll go to 72 shooting plus the boost from the Hunter, so like 80 shooting, which is exactly what we need to see. So I think without further ado, boys, we're going to jump straight into, as I said, the Evo Lounge. Let's get some games done. Hopefully, let's get some games won. Okay, game number 1. Let's see what kind of team we're up against. I love going into Evo Lounge and seeing some cool, unique squads, and hopefully we get a similar kind of vibe here. Seems like a sort of full Prem vibe, but not necessarily a unique team, but a cool team nonetheless. That Janana Risa is a pretty cool looking card, a card that I would love to try out, but I've been pretty lucky with some of my left back options, so haven't needed to pick him up. But let's go into it, boys. Let's see if Armstrong's Army can pick up a win today. Oh, this is a bad start. That's a very bad start. Madison with a very quick, easy goal. That's an absolute howler from me, boys. Oh, lovely stuff there from Aussie Kakai. Honestly, him being boosted with the stats he's going to get increases in and being able to play as a centre-back to sort of keep up with some of those quicker players is going to be fantastically helpful. Oh, this is a problem. Kudos through. It's another goal. It's 2-0. What I'm going to do, boys, if I go 3 goals down, I will leave the game because I'm fairly sure it's win. I don't think it's just play. I probably should have checked that, but I think it would be a bit of a waste of time for people if it's win and I'm like losing about 12-0. So what I'll do is if I go 3 goals down, I will end up leaving just because it saves the person who I'm playing against. I normally do golden goal if I'm using like a different team and I'm doing it like off stream, so I'm not using the Armstrong Army team and I'm just sort of evolving an individual player. I do golden goal personally, but Armstrong here, oh, it's a good save from Martinez. It's somehow found its way in the back of the net, so it's 2-1, but good goal in the end from Armstrong after being incredibly lucky. But yeah, I'm going to stick with that. If I go 3 goals down, boys, and it doesn't look like I'm getting into it at all, then I will end up leaving just because it saves my time and it gives us a chance to just get into another game, you know? Madison, lovely ball inside. Darwin Núñez isn't going to get the shot away because Jake Clark-Salter with a fantastic tackle. And it could be that that tackle maybe leads to a counter-attack here. It could do. Armstrong is going to be bursting through now. Kehra closing him down. Oh, I couldn't put it onto his left, but it doesn't matter. He has paused it, so it could end up being that actually he's like, you know what, I'm sick of this. I'm out of here. But that would be a shame because we're 2-1 down, so we don't get anything for it. But it could be a chance here for Armstrong to double his goals, get himself that brace. Let's find out. He's not leaving, and I'm not surprised to see him not leaving either. I will admit that. But let's give this to Armstrong. Look how quickly this circle goes down, by the way, because he's not great at penalties, but he scored one there. It's 2-2, boys. We're back in it. Samfield picks up the ball, plays it in here to Armstrong. On a hat-trick now, don't forget, but it's sadly not the greatest of passes to Willock. Got to be careful here. Darwin Núñez on the ball. Lovely pass to Diaz. I don't know where Ethan decided to go. He just left Diaz to it. Oh, Darwin Núñez through again. The sweaty goal, it was there. It was easy for him. Fair play, mate. It is kind of jarring, you know, 2-0 down and, you know, I feel like I'm comfortably getting thumped here. And then I get it back to 2-2, only to go another 2 goals down. It just goes to show how hit and miss it can be defending anyway in FC24. But when you're defending with players that, you know, are comfortably like behind the power curve, it's just so apparent. Oh, Darwin Núñez through again. I can't get that ball off him. I'm hoping and praying that Jake Clark-Salter could just muscle him off, but Núñez, I think, is just too quick in that scenario. Aroha, lovely turn there. Going to play it inside to Eze. Eze into Armstrong. Plays it back. Oh, I was going to say plays it back, but instead he tried to play it to Willock, and if he'd gone back to Eze, I think at the very least we'd have got a shot. Oh, Kudos coming through again. Always going to say it's hit the... That's so harsh. There's no way, man. That is ridiculous. He's had a shot and he's missed. And then it's bounced back to Kudos, who's tripped over Begovic, who's on the floor. That seems ridiculous to give a penalty for. I can't lie to you. And I've been booked for it. He's going top left, I reckon. He did. It's a good save. I genuinely cannot believe a penalty's given for that, though. Oh, this is a great ball for Darwin. Darwin takes the shot. Begovic with a good save, though. He is very much keeping us in this because it's still 2 goals that they're comfortably ahead by. But we're not playing badly. It's just this guy's, like, getting real good last-ditch tackles in and making some real important tackles at the back, and then it's just attacking dangerously, and that apparently not a foul. Okay, ball out here to Aroha. Aroha's gonna have to turn, and loses out. I maybe need to swap Aroha and Willock round on the wings, maybe just to have, you know, him on his natural left foot cutting inside and then Willock's natural left foot. I don't know, it's disappointing. It's frustrating. I don't know what to do. Half-time, 4-2, and although we're being comfortably beaten and we're being kept in this as well by Begovic, it does have to be said, it's still, I don't know, it's tough because I don't think we're playing badly, you know? I don't think we're exactly doing badly, so it's a difficult one, but I'm going to make the change here. Kelly is going to come on that right-hand side because we know how good Kelly can be. And I'm also going to take off Field, not because he's bad, but just because Leroy Fer is very good. So let's see if we can maybe come away with something here. It's gonna be a big ask, but maybe Kelly, Eze, Willock, those sort of 3 creative cams, as I lose the ball immediately with one of them, can maybe just bring us into it a little bit more and get us a few more chances. Kelly in previous games has been so impactful with creating chances. Oh, that's Darwin Núñez, boys. It's 5-2. That is 3 goals. It's not quite what I meant when I was like 3 goals down. I should have been clearer, like 3-0 comfortably down. In this scenario, if they push forward much further, then I will just leave and be like, you know what, mate, you've got the win. Fair play to you. Eze inside now to Armstrong. Armstrong for the hat-trick. It's a good save from Emi Martinez. Really good save. Into Kelly. Kelly's first chance really on the ball here and plays a lovely ball through to Sinclair Armstrong, who's going to try and find Eze. That's just a prime example of passing on these lower rated cards. It's just terrible. Oh, they're through again here. Diaz, the sweaty goal is potentially on, but Jake Clark-Salter, not for the first time, stepping in and getting in the way, helping us clear our lines here, and a good chance for maybe a counter. Go on, Armstrong, mate. We know he's not the most clinical, but a chip from here, hopefully, Emi Martinez. Fair play to you, mate. I have to say, that is not an animation my keeper has ever done when I've been chipped, but it's a good save. How? I'm sorry, I didn't really commentate on that because there wasn't really anything to commentate on apart from me evidently being fouled. How on earth is that their free kick? And they've scored from it. What's going on, man? That is absolute nonsense. Oh, well, this is going to be another goal, I think. Oh, it's dropped to Diaz. Begovic isn't going to get there. He's red-timed it. It's gone in. Oh, boys, it's 7-2. I am going to sit this one out because there's only 20 minutes left. But, you know those moments in those games where you just think, yeah, the game's against me at this point now, it feels. It does feel like the game's against me at this point now. It doesn't matter what I'm going to do. I am making mistakes as well. I'm not going to act like, oh, I'd be winning if these issues weren't happening. No, I think I'd still be losing. But I would not be losing 7-2. Oh, Clark Salter loses out after doing a fantastic bit of defending and then gets back and makes up for it. Fair play, mate. Well, that's all she wrote. He did get another goal, but he spent a lot of time just holding onto the ball and then just scored a lucky corner thing. It is what it is. End of the day, we got comfortably beat. Again, I do feel like the scoreline 1000% flatters, but it happens. I'm over it, you know? I'm over it. Let's jump on to the next one. It's game number 2. Let's see what kind of squad we are up against this time. We are up against a bit of a hybrid. Again, there's some pretty cool Evos in there. That Gallagher, there's Cucurella in there. He's getting himself, I can't remember who his left winger was now. But you know what? It was Madueke, I think. Some cool Evos. Fair play, mate. Nice squad. Eze with the ball now. Going to try and take it past one. Does so fantastically well into Willock. Willock now up to Armstrong. Good first touch. Armstrong with the finesse. Bolker with a save, the 6'6" giant. It's the battle of the 6'6" keepers today. Both keepers absolutely massive. And I forget that Kenneth Powell's corners are not the same as my normal corner taker in my main team. Great tackle that there from Sam Field. Field going to get it to Dazelle. Dazelle into Eze, who can't quite get it out of his feet to play it out wide. It would have been a lovely, lovely chance to try and get something on the ball there for Aurora, but it just didn't quite work out that way. Lovely ball, Dazelle. Going to play it in now to Abiri Eze. Eze going to try and find Armstrong, does so. Armstrong keeps it alive. I just need to take that little turn pass from Aero, and we had a chance maybe for Armstrong to be in there. But instead, Park is going to be bearing down on our defence. Aussie and Laird both absolutely sold one there. Wilson breaking through. Jake Clark Salter, you've got to close down Begovic. What is going on? What an absolute shamble at the back. Enzo on the ball, plays it into Wilson. Wilson with the shot. This time, Clark Salter decided to do something about it, at least. Corner to deal with. Let's see if we can get rid of this one. Cucurella is going to be the player to potentially whip this one in there. And he is going to whip it in. Begovic, that's all yours, mate. Callum Wilson, Kenneth Powell. Great tackle from Powell. I thought, you know, knowing that he now has the slide tackle plus, it was a perfect time to use it and get that ball off of Wilson and maybe turn defense into attack here as Armstrong going to have to turn back and find some help. Plays the ball to Aurora. Great first touch. In to Chris Willock. Willock up to Eze. Eze is going to take the strike. It's from Mero. Just gets a toe in there. Pushes it away from him. And sadly, we don't get the equaliser. That was a real good chance for it. They're just recycling this ball so well here. Into Wilson. Wilson with the strike. Again, Jake Clark sort of gets in the way, but we do get the ball away this time. Madueke on the ball here. I was going to say that ball's definitely going back to Wilson, edge of the box there. Gallagher with the strike. Begovic absolutely throws himself at that, and I'm very glad that he did because it needed saving, and I'm glad that he did save it. Let's stop this ball from coming in, please. Come on, Aussie. Doesn't quite get there. Good defense in the end, somehow, sort of. Whatever happened, the main thing is it didn't go in the goal. Can we maybe work on the counter here from that throw? Eze takes it past Livramento. Can he take it past Badiashile? No, because apparently he has the worst touch there. What happened? Callum Wilson through now. Jake Clark Salter not going to get there. I take that back. Jake Clark Salter absolutely gets there. Great tackle, mate. Dazelle just going to try and bring this ball forward as far as he can without losing it. Lovely stuff. Takes Chalobah out of the situation. Inside to Willock. Willock now. Can he take Livramento out? Yes, he can. Lovely chance here. Armstrong, the strength of Badiashile was just far too much there. He's such a big lad. Got to be careful here. Madueke through one-on-one. Begovic does enough initially to stop it. Thankfully, Aussie Kakai there to pick up the pieces. But this is the prime example of the passing I am talking about. What is that pass for a clearance? Absolutely shocking. Laird with a chance to bring this ball forward into Armstrong, who's apparently injured. And to be fair, if I ran into Badiashile, I think I'd have a bit of a knock as well, mate. Big lad. Aurora brings it in now. Aurora, look at the space. Eze, the sweat's there. Do I care? Not at all. 1-1, boys. Back in it. Come on. Aurora round Cucurella. Badiashile going to get absolutely... Ref, you can't stop it there. Ref, you simply cannot stop the game there. That is... I'm being mugged off today. Is it just me? I don't know about 3-leaf clovers. I need a 4-leaf clover because my luck is absolutely cataclysmal right now. I cannot believe what I've just seen. I genuinely can't. Well, we're going to have to make some changes. We're going to do exactly what we normally do. It does feel a bit wrong to take off Aurora after he's just absolutely rinsed him, but we're going to do it. I feel like Dazelle and Fur is a real good DM partnership in Dazelle's ability to get the ball and then make runs, and Leroy Fur's ability to pick up the ball. And I'd say distribution, but his distribution in the last game was a bit pants. But fingers crossed, boys. The squad we've got on the pitch right now, I think, is our strongest sort of 11 to play with that we've currently got the ability to use in the series. So we'll find out if that pays dividends. We'll find out if that's the truth. Let's get into the second half. Maybe with a start. I was going to say a start with an attack, but I gave it away. Oh, well stepped in there from Ethan Laird. Lovely stuff. And a good ball away as well now as Chris Willock on the ball. Going to try and turn his man. You know what? We'll slow it down. We'll play it back a little bit. Instead of just trying to force the pass through to Armstrong, let's just take our time just a little bit. Just take a little bit of extra time, bring some extra players into the attack, and then Enzo with a great tackle, to be fair to him. That's very good. I've got to mark this pass here, and I can't let them play the sweat because it's just going to be guaranteed goals if they get the ball exactly the same way I did with my goal for Eze, because they've got such good players against our very low-rated defenders. But Kelly here with a chance to already burst through. Chalobah doing a good job of keeping up, but a good ball in the end to Eze. I kind of asked for a through ball, but the main thing is she got it to Eze. That's all I really care about. Armstrong with the goal. It's a terrible attempt of a save from the keeper. That really is absolutely pants, but Armstrong out of nowhere bags the goal, and that puts us in the lead. That is absolutely fantastic, and I have to say, unexpected, all things considered, from that first half where we didn't really offer too much. Second half, obviously, still very early doors, but I feel like we've attacked a lot more and a bit better, more convincingly. And Chris Willock makes it 3, boys. It is an absolute run down the line and pass it in, Sweat Merchant. And I'm not apologetic for it because everyone bloody else does it. So I'm doing it. Can't tell me not to, trust me. And I'm not just going to do it every time. Don't you worry. But another chance here. Chloe Kelly, instrumental in beginning this. Eze couldn't quite get the pass back from Armstrong. But boys, we've gone from 1-0 down to 3-1 up. And it's looking good so far. But we cannot concede, like, quickly. If we concede in the next little period of time, this included... It's off the post. We get away with one there. Then I was going to say they really get themselves back into it. But momentum was definitely in our favour for a period there. Fingers crossed we stay ahead. At this point, I don't want to concede anymore. Scoring more, obviously, is great. Gives us another cushion. But I do not want to concede again. Because if it's only down to a 1-goal deficit, he'll be as confident as anything he can bring it back. Willock actually wins the ball here. Chrissy Willock going to take his time. I'm overworking it. But, oh, that heel-to-heel's pant. We do get lucky to win it back, though. Livramento loses out. Edge of the box. Eze off of Badia's shield. Apparently, I fouled or something in there. I don't know why he's got an advantage, but we need to make the most of chances like that. Ozzy Kakai, great tackle, Osman, mate. Got to get back here. I've definitely fouled Gallagher in the build-up there. Thankfully, they kept the ball, and it's not going to go back to that free kick because I guarantee you he'd have scored it. Ji-Sun Park with a good effort. Begovic gets down to it well, mate. Go on, Asmir. Dazelle's just going to take his time, going to try and find that pass to Armstrong. It's a very good pass. It's well stepped in from Romero, but Armstrong's done well enough there. Between Livramento and Romero, did keep it. I sadly didn't get to offload it quickly enough, but he's done really well to even keep that in the first place. Chloe Kelly, fantastic tackle there, and keeps the ball from Kukurea. Doesn't quite have the strength. I take that back. Chloe Kelly absolutely has the strength of Badia Shield. Oh, I maybe, again, I do feel a little bit guilty sweating every time. So I was like, you know what? I'll try the Trivella. Sadly, it didn't quite come back in. Curled well, but didn't come in time. Dazelle into Kelly again. Chloe Kelly is so impactful in this game. It would be amazing to be able to start Chloe Kelly, but I just don't know how I get the team to work. What's ridiculous is we probably have to drop Aurora to make it work, and that would just feel criminal with how good he can be. But we'll work it out. Oh, that's a good pass. It's gone through Jake Clark-Salter's legs, but Asmir bloody Begovic, boys. Oh, good tackle there from Sinclair Armstrong. And not only does he put in a good tackle, also wins the throw-in, which we sadly waste. But real good commitment from Armstrong just to throw himself at that. Great tackle from Powell, but does lose out. Madueke is going to bring this ball away now. I can't really mark Madueke. I've kind of got to mark the runner in the box here, try and stop the sweat. Wilson plays it into Gallagher. Great step in from Jake Clark-Salter. Fantastic work to stop the shot from coming away there. And Chloe Kelly going to play it into Armstrong. Armstrong finds Eze, who's going to find Kelly, whose first touch is going to take her past one. Can she bring it back inside? Not quite. I maybe should have looked for the pass, but Willock wins it. I've overworked it again, boys. 5 minutes on the clock, 2 goals in the lead. Surely, boys, we win this from here. Let's just nothing silly, and this game is ours. Go on, good tackle, Kenneth Powell. Madueke was making progress down that side there, but thankfully Kenneth Powell wins it. Dazelle with a bit of a loose pass there. Not what we needed to see. Now let's again, Kenneth Powell. Oh, I was going to try and slide him, but I did slide him, but you can see I slid him about half an hour late. But only 2 minutes on the clock, boys. I'm pretty confident in saying that we have managed to pull through with this one, boys. Another win under our belts for the Armstrong Army. And here is Armstrong himself. Going to try and play it back. We win the throw. 1 minute on the clock, boys. Let's just have this clock slowly run down. Sinclair Armstrong, can he bag a third? No, he can't. It's not quite going to pay out for him. But Chris Willock, lovely stuff there. Takes it past one, runs into the second. We're going to get a free kick right at the death of the game. I don't think I've really got anyone who can whip this and hit it with any sort of serious venom. But I'm going to try anyway. We'll see if Chloe Kelly can maybe bag from this very awkward range. Give it a go. Just into the side netting. But that is all she wrote, boys. A big win in the end. A win that I didn't expect. I didn't see on the cards, especially with that first game where it just seemed against us. And we've had mountains of bad luck today. Not just me being salty because we got battered in the first game. I genuinely feel like nothing was going our way. But the main thing is we get the win. We get some upgrades. We get some progress. It's all helpful, boys. Okay, so a huge win. Very happy with the results in today's episode. And obviously that means that we do get to bring either another player onto the bench or we get to bring another player from the bench into the team. My thought process is maybe bring a player onto the bench in this case. I do actually have Harvey Elliott, who is an ex-QPR Youth Academy player. A player that I forgot when I was first doing some of these other upgrades. I don't know, I also forgot the alphabet apparently there. But Harvey Elliott could maybe just come onto the bench just as a little option potentially to bring on and come on and do something. Another option that we would potentially have, but I don't really have the coins to kind of achieve right now, would maybe be someone like a Kyle Walker. I also do really like Ethan Laird's card. If Laird could play left back, I love Kenneth Powell as well. But Laird is so good in game that I don't really want to drop him right now. So that's something that will work out down the line. Let me know as well if we do potentially do what I discussed about bringing Chloe Kelly into the team. It would be that I'd have to go Aurora comes out of the team completely for Kelly to come in. She's only in on 2, but as is Eze. But for me, it just makes sense doing it that way rather than dropping like a Sam Field and then playing Dazelle and Aurora in a midfield too, which just seems like I'm asking for trouble because I think, yeah, 64 defense and 71. Obviously, it has a shadow on him, but it's a bit different. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that. I'm also going to try and finish Aussie's Evo stuff off of video. And then obviously with Willock, I've got to play like 40 games, and Armstrong, I've got to play a lot of games too. So I think what we'll do is we'll start Armstrong and do Armstrong in the videos. And let me know, guys, because this might be being an idiot. If I go into an evolution, right? That's me going back into the squad. I'm really smart. If I go into an evolution, and let's say I'm partway through Aussie Kaka. Let's say I finish this, I get 2 wins in squad battles and then 2 more wins in Evo Lounge. Can I then go and be like, right, now I'm going to do some of the stuff here for Armstrong, or does it get rid of everything I've done on Aussie? Let me know, because what I might do is when I'm not filming the videos, I'll just crack on and do Willock stuff. But when I am, we'll do Armstrong stuff. So let me know if that works or if I'm just going to be mugging myself off down the line. But yeah, I cannot wait to get Armstrong upgraded. Obviously, this is what Willock's card goes to as well. He looks so good. The trio of these upgrades are going to be hugely impactful on the team. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed today's video by leaving a like on it. Supports me, the video, the channel, and the series out a whole bunch. If you're new, hit the sub button and turn notifications on to be told anytime that we upload a video. We also have streams coming back to YouTube. Be excited. More about that very soon. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you very soon. Look after yourselves. And of course, wash your hands. Take care, guys. And I'll see you soon.